That's right. That's right.
Well, good to be here, back here again, always at the Sundown Tavern. We're saving Ruston one sandwich at a time.
How many sandwiches have we had?
Probably 10.
We have 30. How many sandwiches have you eaten here at Sundown?
At least 36.
38.
I've been coming up
37.
here since I was a kid. So
38
there's no
today.
telling.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But today will be 30. Go ahead.
I said I've been coming up here since I was a kid, so there's no telling how many sandwiches I've
Shoot.
eaten up here.
Shoot.
There ain't no telling. But
No telling.
Bro, I've probably eaten hundreds of sandwiches here.
I know, man, coming through here and through the years now, even before Heath bought the place, they'd have what was that hamburger they had? They did the special that or whatever.
The
it was.
MJ burger or whatever?
I don't remember what it was called, but man,
Yeah.
I got it every
dude,
time.
Every time. Yep. Yeah.
And that'd be different days of the week, during the week, traveling through here or meeting up, writing, or, getting whatever we were doing because we spent so much time through here with all our clique of people, our groups of people that we associate with.
Peers.
Our peer colleagues. Well, I wanted to give a shout out to, did you play, where you play this weekend?
Oh, let's see. I've played the farmer's market Saturday morning.
Yeah, you sure.
In Ruston?
Yep.
So shout out to the Farmers Rocket of Rocket, the
Rocket
Farmers
Fast.
Market, the Farmers Market here in Ruston and Lincoln Parish. Big shout out to the city of Ruston and Experience Ruston, all those people. And then where else did you play?
I think that was it this week.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just January is kind of
Yeah,
just a
it's
slow
slow.
month.
it
man.
is.
Yeah.
Where'd you play, Trey? Anywhere?
Thirsty Farmer.
Thirsty
That was
Farmer.
my gig this past weekend. Played-
Calhoun, Louisiana.
Yep, Calhoun, Louisiana. Thirsty Farmer played at the. It's a really great winery, and they have steak nights. I think once a month out there. Could be more. I don't know. Go check their Facebook page, but they have steak nights, and then they just have regular like wine days. But they got a menu too. They got flatbreads of all sorts. They got different things they're adding into their menu.
Charcuterie boards.
Yeah, charcuterie boards.
They really do have a good, and they keep it updated.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
always trying. Savannah and Michael up there at the Thirsty Farmer.
Yeah, we did an episode. Go check it out. We did a kind of a thing. We need to go out there and do a part 2 with
Yeah,
them.
we should and kind of see what, because I know they've come out with a few new wines and stuff.
Yeah, so they've got so they have the award-winning wine,
They do.
the Reserve.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It's a wine aged in bourbon barrels. It really lingers on the palate, if you
Ooh.
will,
Yeah, it really
in a
does.
great way. It's super smooth for how strong the alcohol content is. Now, they did just bottle a new one called the Monty.
Yeah, I was a little upset with them about that one, to be honest with you, Trey.
Is that thing called? Okay,
Yeah,
tell me
well-
why.
well,
Tell
because,
us, share it with the listeners.
Because last month, I think it was, I played there too and did the Wino Ramble, which they do every Saturday from 3 to 6.
That's
and,
right. That's right.
So I walked in there and I was looking at I just happened to be observing their bottles on display there,
Yeah.
and one said the Monty, and my jaw dropped. And Mike and Savannah is like they were waiting on me to say something, and they were kind of doing their thing, but they had their eye kind of side eyeing me,
So yeah.
And they were like, I told you he'd say something. I said, what was that? They're like, Bo, we know it's not money. I forgot what the name, what it represented and all that. Do you remember what it was
It wasn't
for?
the Monty Russell wine.
No, that is not what it is. But I took it as that.
I did too at first, and I was like, the Monty, and I was like, well, let me just hear him out. It's actually a specific, I guess, breed
Of grapes.
Of grapes.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I
Yeah.
wanted to. I don't want to sound like an idiot up here.
Yeah, but their blend, dude, it is absolutely delicious. You want to talk about a full body flavor, and it's a little on the acidity side, a little bit stronger. So, but it's still smooth. They do a great job of rounding off that profile.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, it makes totally sense. He's
Yeah.
a winosaur over here.
A winosaur. I'm a winosaur.
It don't matter what wine it is. It could be Boone's Farm. I'll drink it.
That's probably me too. But yeah, the Thirst Farm, yeah, they always have a good. So the Monty thing, yeah, they told me kind of what Trey just said, and they're like, "No, Bo, we knew you was going to say something." Now I
Yeah.
will say this though, because I've been talking to them for years. I just want my face on a label of something,
Yeah.
and I've worked with them. I've talked to them about it. I've tried to encourage them. Done everything. Maybe I should pray about it. No, but I want my face on some kind of label. Like I want to be just sitting there smiling or something. Have my profile
Yeah.
and call it the Bo. I mean, I'm like, what the hell cool is that? So what they did 2 Christmases ago, they come out with they sell candles there too. They make them there,
Yeah.
and they called it the Bo's Bourbon
I know.
Candle.
There were people buying that candle when I
Yes.
was there.
And so every time I'm there, I'm like, did y'all get y'all's candles and all that? Did y'all get whatever? Don't be sure to get your candles though. Don't leave without a souvenir,
Yeah,
And so I always try to help push them. But so I was proud of that. My name's on it, but my face ain't on it.
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
So, but I'm happy. So you played at Thirsty Farmer Saturday,
Yep, I sure did.
and then did you play any on Friday? Or you were off on Friday?
I was
weren't you?
off, man. Yeah. I've been kind of doing some production things on the other channels and stuff.
Yeah, and Trey's been busy. Busy.
Yep, I'm upgrading all of my media stuff, and I know we're kind of downsizing. I say downsizing. We're just cleaning up the area.
We're enhancing it, but using technology is
That's
into our
right.
favor.
That's
So
right.
I
We're
think all
actually
this stuff-
before Bo walked in here, we're like, man, we need to get some wireless mics and clean up the stage and give it more of a production presence. You know.
Yeah.
But I've been working on that too, just with other things. But I will say, at the end of the night, when I was leaving Thirsty Farmer, they were playing you on their Spotify.
Oh man, thank you, Thirsty Farmer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think we're all in the circle of things.
Yeah.
But yours was playing, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's cool, but every little bit helps.
No, it really does.
Yeah.
And they have a good culture there and all that. I know
Yeah.
Friday I played at our lovely spot we love to go and do never want to miss. Traps.
Traps.
In West Monroe, Traps on the Wiver.
The Wiver.
I'll be there Saturday night.
See, they take care of us and they
Yep.
always support us.
He'll be there for me.
I'm actually, yeah, it's so crazy. We all three play at Traps on almost the same rotation because this Friday night I'm playing at Traps. Saturday he's playing at Traps, and then Saturday I'll be at Ritz Tails and Shells.
And shout out to Rhett Stells and Shells.
Yep.
For they support
Yeah.
people like us too all the time.
Yeah,
And people
he's-
that we've had on the radio, on the show, on the
Yeah.
podcast.
That's right.
We've got a big show in the works for that.
Yeah, he's actually after we record today, he's going to meet up with him and have a conversation.
Is that about Memorial Day
Yeah,
weekend?
Memorial Day weekend. Y'all be expecting big things.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tails and shells.
Get all the money we can. I can tell you that right now. No, but y'all be on the lookout for that. Of course, we'll post all that. And then Saturday, I played at Key Mexico in Longview, and they have a Key Mexico in Shreveport. We've done a podcast show, HonkyTalk podcast show at Key Mexico in Shreveport.
Yeah.
With Brother Rodrigo was on the set with us, and then we were spotlighting Shay Bailiff from the
Yeah.
band Shayliff.
Yeah.
Based out of Shreveport, but hey, man, at points in time of their career, they've in the probably last 15, 16 years, they've been semi-national to regional to local favorites to kind of an indie rock band, kind of be their deal, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was there at the Key Mexico at the Longview location, and it was a very funky joint, just like the Shreveport.
Yeah.
And it was a good crowd in there.
Yeah.
The temperature dropped,
Oh, my goodness.
but it was still full in there for the most part, and it was
Yeah.
good people in there, fun people. And so, yeah, we wanted to spotlight all that where we've been playing too,
Yeah.
So
Well,
shout out to all the
how was Longview though? Like as far as was it just as responsive as the crowd in Shreveport?
I would say, yeah. Well, I would say, the times I've played in Shreveport, the weather's been really cold or it's been raining.
okay, yeah.
So I've always kind of been stuck inside,
Yeah.
which is fine. But it's just you're kind of backed in a corner part of the bar.
Yeah.
But everybody there, it's if you know what you're doing, they're always pretty responsive, whether it be by their, generous donations at the tip bucket or walking by and going, hey man, you sounded great. Man, I love
Yeah,
your
that's right.
your
Yeah.
pick of songs, and you pick songs that you really really fit your voice, it seems like, and all that, which is always great to hear feedback from people.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that we're looking for that, but hey,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to be complimented?
I've gotten the opposite, saying like, "Hey, you probably shouldn't sing that song." I've actually had people say that. I'm like, okay,
Well, screw them.
yeah,
No, but hey, there's our favorite girl here at Sundown Tavern,
Miss Allie.
Miss Beautiful Allie. She got a body of a goddess. No, but seriously, no. But anyways, no. So the Shreveport location is always really good. So compare that to the Longview location, right?
Yeah,
Same thing. A little bit more laid back, quieter. People were just kind of in there talking. It was kind of more of an intimate setting
yeah, it is. I just thought
than that.
you were playing inside. Weren't
Yes,
you?
inside. And so, but they had quite a few that was filled with women in that sucker, and so that was a
Yeah.
lot of fun because I got
always good.
Oh yeah, well, and they were out to have a good time with their sister friends or sisters, aunts, whatever it seemed like, and they were pretty responsive. Now they weren't hooping and hollering the whole time,
That's right.
but they were definitely
Yeah,
a good crowd to play in front of. It, like I said, generous with donations and compliments and.
yeah.
And all that, and so it was great. I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. They got a good culture with the Key Mexico whole thing they're doing. So
Yeah, something that hit me too, like if you're ever playing at a winery, I found an interesting thing that happened to me is I played a bunch of female songs, because there was
Explain what you mean when you say female songs.
so songs that are generally mainly sung by females about men.
Okay.
So there I am sitting down in the corner of Thirsty Farmer, and this guy's like, "Hey, you know Strawberry Wine?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I can definitely sing Strawberry Wine," but I said, you know how some people change the lyrics to make it fit, the male perspective. I said, I ain't gonna do that. I said, I just want y'all to sing along. And so, I was working through college on my grandpa's farm,
Right.
and then I was thirsting for knowledge, and he had a car.
He had a car.
Yeah, and I said, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child, and so I didn't change none of that. And then the next one, hey, any Ella Langley, the new country artist?
What'd you say?
Choosing Texas. so yeah, I just
Sing it.
So it was
The chorus.
yeah let's see.
I know he's from Texas, by the way.
He's from Texas. He's from
I can
Texas.
tell.
Yes, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping around the room. And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't take a crystal ball to see.
Hashtag
A
LLA.
cowboy always finds a way to leave.
What'd they do when you did that one?
They clapped really loud.
They were like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, so Choosing Texas, Ella Langley. Then I did some Dixie Chicks. I
Which
want
one?
to touch the earth.
Oh, my
and then
goodness.
so I'm there singing the chorus, and I'm singing "Cowboy, Take Me Away."
Yeah.
So. And I get.
Sometimes you got to do what.
Hey, you know what? But the tips are rolling in. You do what you got to do.
That's right.
You be confident
And
y'all.
having fun.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about. Is having fun.
Yeah, have fun. Be confident.
Don't take yourself so serious.
Yeah, and look, if you got to sing "Cowboy, Take Me Away" for $20, do it.
Hey, I used to do a funny story when they had the portico in Ruston.
Yeah, I remember
this
that.
is
That was
at
good.
least-
That was a good time.
Well, and this is like probably 10. This is probably 12 years ago now, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Has it been that long?
well, that long before Matt Shirley had it when
Oh,
they still
yeah.
I think all they had
Oh,
three
wow,
partners
yeah.
or whatever it was. And so I was in there playing one night, and I every now and then I'd get a request, and I would do it for a joke. I'd play Taylor Swift.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Our song.
Oh, I was riding shotgun.
That one, and I would sing it right. It was like I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car, and I would sing it, And,
Yeah.
well, I had to quit doing that because I was playing at Portico, and at the time at Portico they put you inside the bar right there, and here's the bar, and so people would walk by you right in front of you the whole time. Okay, well these two guys, I can hear whether they walk right in front of me. These two guys go, "Hey man, that's that Taylor Swift guy," and I stopped and I said, "Oh hell no."
You don't want to be known as the Taylor
I'm a
Swift
Taylor
guy.
Swift guy. So somewhere they saw me playing that song. Anyway, so hence every time that I've ever been requested that now, it's $100 tip, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
If not, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Just ain't doing it.
Have you ever played any female songs or female-oriented songs?
A long time ago, we were at a karaoke deal, and me and a buddy of mine got up there and sang "Any Man of Mine," Shania Twain.
That's a good song.
Sing it, Bo.
Yeah.
I don't-
Any man who
I don't even remember what the-
better walk the line.
She wears that daggum leopard cheetah thing out there in that desert.
Yep.
She might have been the hottest woman on earth at one time. Shania Twain. I'm tell you that right now.
She still performs very well.
Yeah. No, but anyways, but yeah. So the women's songs, yeah.
Yep.
Somebody you don't take yourself so serious. You just have fun and
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a
have
good
fun.
time.
And,
that's it, having a good time.
yeah, that's what we're there for. But at the end of it, after the third one, I was like, "Hey, can I sing a guy song?"
Yeah.
You
Can I be released?
yeah.
Well, we did do it. Well, it was at Monzons a long time ago. It was a girl's birthday, like 15.
Yeah.
Asked for some Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She asked for some Taylor Swift, and I think I played what was it? Love Story or something. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I keep,
Yeah, a lot of people give her a lot of flack all the time, and I get it, whatever.
They're
but,
great songs.
But she
though.
has really great. They are really great songs, and they're catchy, and they fit her audience. But I can tell you this: they can't be no worse than the men singers out on the radio right now because they're god awful.
AI, bro.
Okay, they're as awful.
It's AI.
And so at least her songs are. I mean, even though she might have been 16 when someone tells them you love you, you're gonna believe it or whatever. I mean, that may sound kind of silly or whatever, and to a guy, but really, if you think about it, Come on, man. How many times you saw some girl you loved her to try to get a little kiss or something from her? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So she's speaking real stuff. And it's better than my truck, tailgate, and Lil Wayne on my pod. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid.
I agree with
So I digress.
I digress. Man, how do we even get up on
I don't know, but
anyway.
let's change subjects.
Yeah. Look, I just know that we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah.
HonkyTalk podcast.
It's honkies with a kick.
Potato bun. That's right, potato bun.
He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
Oh, shit. All right, here we go.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people out there.
Ow. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Look, we got special on top of special. Last week we had Dean
Norton
on here, the inventor or continuation of the tradition of the Death Burger, and that is the special this week as well.
And it's delicioso. Let me tell you what the Death Burger comes with here at Sundown Tavern. The Death Burger's got a little bit of a spicy mayo spread on there. It's got jalapenos. It's got pepper jack cheese with the potato bun. And you're, like I always say, here at Sundown, Corey Brewer's always brewing up something kind of imagination, or getting with somebody like Dean, Brother Dean, and getting his specials back on here from the old Trenton Street Cafe that was here in Ruston for many years, decades really. And now he's part of Utility Brewing. But we had him on the show anyways, but we brought back the Death Burger here at Sundown Tavern, where we're saving Ruston.
One sandwich at a time.
That's right. So the Death Burger, get your butts in here. They call in, have to-go orders. Sundown Tavern, Ruston, Louisiana.
So, tell us about your Nashville trip. You hit a little bit on it on the last episode. Just a little bit, or
sure.
But kind of tell us a little bit more immersed. Just give us a few minutes.
All right. What's so much fun about recording to me is I'm not really a fan of going in the studio and recording. I like to get the product back, but it's a lot of work. And anybody that's ever recorded, y'all can attest to this. It can be like mentally exhausting. But I went with Monty Russell again, head producer, whatever. James Cook, engineer at his studio, and also bass player. And we had a cat named Nick, and we had Kent Slisher on drums, who's Luke Brown's drummer. Fantastic and a fun dude, really. First time I've ever been able to meet him. Yep. I know some of y'all may have recorded with him, but I've never been able to. Yeah. We always used Derek Mixon and whatnot. But anyway, then we had Kevin Adams back on piano. He's been on all three, all the first two albums that I've come out with. And of course, we had Monty. He'll probably do some background vocals. And then we had we'll have P-Mo come in and play some harmonica and things like that. And then yours truly singing, main vocals. But went in there and did 5 songs, more of an EP. We did Hum a Happy Song, which me and Zeb Rogers wrote this song. And it was kind of an emotional song, but we wanted to make it happy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of emotional, like, hey, I won't be gone forever. Before you know it, we'll be singing along. We'll stand together and hum our happy song. We'll make sweet, sweet music together and hum this happy song. Stuff like that, happy song. And it was a real funky kind of groove to it and all that. So it came out, I was like, wow, heck yes, I cannot wait to hear these tracks. But anyway, so we did that. I did Crescent City Way, which Monty wrote that song years back, and then finally recorded it on Fat Man. And I've always wanted to record that song. We basically took New Orleans out of it and put kind of more rock and roll, heavier, thicker guitar in it.
That's right.
And I'm sure P-Mo will come in and play harmonica and things like that to take away from the horns. Yeah. And then I did a song called Redneck Staycation, which is hilarious. Everybody wants to go to Panama Beach, but, work's been slow and weather's been shifty. I think we need to have ourselves a redneck staycation instead of redneck vacation going to Panama. So Monty and James wrote that song a few years back, and I wanted a fun song to do. Yeah,
you gotta have.
It was very crowd pleasable song, so right. Easy to sing along. Chorus is funny. It's just humor song, but it's fun. Let's see, there's 3 of them. And then what else did I do? Oh, I did Fishing, which me and Zeb Rogers wrote.
Yep.
I changed it up a little bit, kind of sped some parts up. But we kind of left it the way it was, but just me singing it and vocally doing some things on it, arranging some stuff like that on it.
Yeah.
And then the last song I did.
Did you do a couple of covers?
That was Redneck Staycation in Crescent City.
Okay, yeah, all
right. And then I did Fishing, Hum a Happy Song, and so there's an Idlewood Church out on Flat River Road on a old rough cypress pew. I was 14 years old.
Oh, Have you ever sang this for me before?
Well, we changed. I added some. We had to kind of detailed more in depth on the words, kind of make it more visual for people. But it's I have sang it. Dadgummit, it's about the concept came from my first daughter being born, Ella.
Yeah.
And the whole premise of the song, whole point of the song is it's funny how life can fully bloom. Starting on a church pew or at a table or in a delivery room. Kind of thing like that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's where that song went. But the name of the song was "Oh What a Feeling." That's it.
That's right.
So those were the 5 songs.
Oh,
so it
that's right. Yeah.
ended up being really cool. And I hadn't got the tracks back yet. They're still kind of working on them, which I think James went on the road as soon as we left. He's with Jared Neiman out right now.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Stuff like that. So I'm going, I wish he could get my stuff out, so we can get it down. I can go back up there and record the vocals. But but I'm excited. I don't have a title yet, guys. I don't even have a timeline for when it's going to come out or anything. But I just know I needed some new music.
Yeah,
and
you're doing it.
Do something. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just got done with my photo shoot as well. Like That Train is we recorded with James, same people really, just a few different musicians. But I'm releasing that single here in a little while. I was supposed to release it last year, but trying to get some photo shoots, it was just hard.
You want to do it right.
Yeah, you want to do it right. You want to take your time and make sure you don't rush nothing.
Right.
Travis Tritt said it best. He said, "Don't ever feel like you need to rush it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's right."
And today, go ahead, Bo.
It took George Jones 7 years to record a song.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I think he was drunk all the time, though.
Probably was.
That's probably why it took so long. But I want to ask, man, vocally, what'd you learn? What was your takeaway, from this experience, man?
As far as what do you go ahead?
Or would just okay. What was any takeaway really? Because every time you go, you learn something.
Yeah. So I kind of paid attention more of the lingo, kind of watching how the actual behind the scenes is when you go to record with a professional band.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about with actual kind of like studio musicians is, kind of things different than playing with your band a lot of times. But one thing that I've learned is that the lingo, meaning, those guys, they're tracking it live. So, you kind of show them what you want to do with the song or tell them about it, tell them what key it's in, and give them like a little rough draft right there. They're already charting out your songs from they do the number system to 1-4-5 with the 6E or whatever minor or 6 whatever it might be, 6 minor or something like that, whatever it might be in the chord progressions and stuff. Paid attention to that a lot more, and then also paid attention to how they some of the timings. Like I think it was like a 4-7. We're gonna bring it back down to a 4-4 or something. And I don't really or 4-6 or 4-4 and all that. So you hear these lingos and stuff, and it's the timing and rhythm of the songs and stuff. And but it's funny because those guys are so good. One thing that really got me this time was I paid attention to is let's say they do the song right, they end it. They'll click stop, and the next thing you know, James will go, "Hey, anybody need to do another pass or anything? Anybody feel like those guys can go? Yeah, we need to go back to that 4 right there on verse. They already know your song better than you do, and they've only played it one time.
Yeah.
But the skill and the knowledge to know exactly where you messed up during your solo.
That's right.
Like they're playing it, and they just look at it and go, "Oh, right here, I messed up right there."
Right.
And then they fix it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's professionalism. That's
a little punchy.
Punch. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just different.
But knowing right where you need to do it right after you played it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's insane. So Dave Ristrom was on Steel when he was on mine, and to my ears, back in 2021, he literally, it sounded like he killed that.
He lit
solo.
it on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes back. He's like, I didn't like it, and I was like, dude, I'm nobody right now, but I said, I thought you killed it, and he's like, no. So he hits it again. He's like, nope. He's like, I need one more run. And the final product was just excellent. Yeah. I mean, it was just...
No, it's these little notes, these one notes. Okay, maybe how they hold it like this.
Right. It was...
If you're not, to the untrained ear, you wouldn't know the difference. But when you hear... When they fix it, then you'll know. You'll go, oh, it does sound better.
Yeah.
And that may be at the end of the line where he just kind of rings on the strings with steel.
Well, you noticed it was like... It got less busy. And it actually had parts.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense too. Yeah.
So I guess in a theoretical sense, he went for it, he did this piece, and then he actually like wrote in theory, and then also like sounds, like make sure he left space in between some stuff, because Dan Cohen was playing lead guitar and he was doing a little bit of something too. So when you hear actually Like That Train, the one that's coming out, you'll be able to hear this how they blended, and this is in real time. This is not post edit or nothing. Dan Cohen and Dave Ristrom were soloing together, and they blended it They
wow.
they one dropped out and one came in at the certain time, and it sounds flawless. I mean, they did a great job.
Right.
So it's stuff like that.
And we could go in, like, for real quick, if a guitar player's holding a note, like he just kind of, say, played a lead feel or something, and he holds a note.
Yep.
Sometimes that note over here might have sounded fine, but this one here sounds better for what that steel, that pitch that steel is going to come out of the note, the sound from
and they
the steel.
feed off of each other.
And they feed off each other, but they all blend together. It ends on a solid, like, womp, and then there may be a piano come in. It kind of leaves room. That's what Trey's talking about. It leaves room and stuff. So some of that stuff's hard to explain. It is for me.
It leaves it open so he'll leave this spot open and that guitar will pick it up.
Right, right. And like we're saying, there's a timing. Everybody gets their turn if that fits for the song. But and it's hard to explain if you've never experienced that. Literally, experience and watch that happen. So anyway, that's my Nashville story, and I'm sticking to it. Well, Pegram store. Let me stand corrected. But we went there. It was funny on our way back Saturday. We went there Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday we was coming back. And Monty has an apartment over there in Memphis, and so we stopped in there for him to get some supplies, like, I don't know, what he had to roll some laundry over, or whatever it was, before he got back here to Ruston. And he gets a call. We eat at this Mexican joint, I forgot the name of it, but he gets a call from a buddy, or text from his buddy over there, and he goes, "Hey, Monty, the Black Keys just finished recording. They're doing a pop-up show at, what's it, Hideaway?
Oh, Hernando's Hideaway.
Yeah,
in Memphis. Yeah.
So me and Monty, we hurry up and quit eating, and we go over there. Now this is probably about 8:30, and they don't start, or 7:30. They don't start until like 9 or something supposedly.
Right.
So they just got finished recording. I guess they wanted to come and jam their new songs. They did a pop-up gig, and the line was already around the building.
Yeah.
in the rain.
It's insane, dude. Yeah.
And I was like,
it's a little tucked on spot.
I'm not. We're not staying for this.
Yeah. Right.
So I got home at 5 a.m.
That's right. That's right. Well, look, we appreciate it. I know we got a special guest coming. We need time. We need to make some time to get her in.
Yeah, let's get her in. We got a veteran too, so y'all stay tuned. She's a firecracker.
Yep. So we'll be right back.
HonkyTalk
Sleep.
Is he? All right. Hey, we're at HonkyTalk Podcast, episode 30. Trey? 38. And we have Miss Elizabeth Powell. And let me tell you why Miss Elizabeth Powell is on this podcast today, the show with us, because she's a faithful follower of the Sundown Tavern on Mondays.
Yep.
She's always in when we're doing our show here, the Honky Talk Podcast. And so last Tuesday, we actually did it on Tuesday. Anyway, last week when we did our show, Bo Smith and I were sitting there chatting with Miss Elizabeth, and we started asking a little bit more about her and what she does and things. And she also mentioned she's a veteran. She's in college again. We're going to let her kind of explain herself. And she loves to serve the community, loves to help people. Whether her country or be right at home or even at Louisiana, with the University of Louisiana Tech University, go blue, go big, or go home, go dog. So, Miss Elizabeth, thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So tell us about your journey, especially you're from West Monroe.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
And then but you went into the military. Tell us your military story. How did you get in there? What made you do that? Tell us some experiences you had.
So my grandparents met during World War II, and I had no clue that he was actually in the Army. But what made me join was, of course, for college, but I never got that opportunity because I had several obstacles. But regardless, I wound up where I needed to be. And I really want to start off with a quote from Maya Angelou, because today is Martin Luther King Day, which is respectful.
Yeah.
And it says, "Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you learned it."
Okay.
And I think that that's a beautiful quote. But moving forward, what made me join the military was just my love of my country. And I still love my country. I love my community.
Amen.
Yes. And I like you said, I do love to serve. With Louisiana Tech, red, white, and blue all the way. I did graduate from Southeastern Louisiana University in Hammond. I have a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science, and nutrition is my passion. I was a chef for 13 years in New Orleans, and food is just life in our culture. So for most of us, food can be the beginning of a lifestyle disease or the end of it. And I think that's why I got so passionate about it. As for the Army, that was a whole big ball of wax.
Now was the Army? Were you in the Army before you were a chef, or you chefed afterwards?
I chefed afterwards.
Okay. Go.
Yes.
That's right. Because you went to college after. Army.
So I was a 77 Foxtrot, which is fuel. I was 88 Mite, which is a truck driver, and I was also a 92 Alpha, which was supply.
You're like, hey there, Delilah.
Right. I did all the things.
Yeah.
Because in order to move up in the military, you have to have. It's kind of like, it's called an MTO, but in order to move up, if there's not a spot, unfortunately, somebody has to retire or pass away for you to
Right.
get that spot.
Right.
So that's why I had this great, I don't know if I'd call it great, but that's why I have all these awesome skills.
Yeah, you were on the spectrum. I mean, you did things all over the board.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes. At Louisiana Tech, I teach, and I'm also a student. It is one of my favorite things about being at Tech is, unfortunately, most of our children these days, because I have 4 beautiful daughters, by the way, from
Right.
28 down to 18. I have a veterinarian down to someone that doesn't know who they are yet, and that's okay.
That's right.
So at Tech, I get to use my skills and my passion to show people how food is a saving grace and how to do it cheaper instead of let's go eat McDonald's.
Right.
Give us an example of that.
Yeah.
So right
Of
now,
eating cheaper, because I know she got some cool things, y'all.
yes, I do. There's some chicken stock sitting on the table, by the
broth.
way.
She made that homemade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Who makes their own broth anymore?
Elizabeth does.
Elizabeth does.
Yeah.
So, for example, we had a lab on Thursday where there was a lot of scraps that were going to be thrown away. So I'm showing the students how we're going to use those scraps. So it was broccoli, potatoes, and apples. So I made a broccoli and potato soup. We have a celiac patient, not a patient, she's a student. So it has to be lactose and gluten-free.
Right.
So I'm utilizing these ingredients to show them how it can be done with things that would have been thrown away.
Okay.
And then with the apples, I made applesauce, which is super simple and also gluten-free.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sorry, there was red cabbage. So I am currently making sauerkraut at the house.
Sauerkraut.
Hey, I
From
love
scratch.
I love sauerkraut.
Dude.
I'm sorry, the Reuben here, by the way, just shout out to Sundown. Your Reuben is amazing.
Yeah.
Saving my hunger one sandwich at a time, and usually it's always the Reuben.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just let you know.
It is.
Everywhere I go, I get the Reuben. If there's a Reuben, I know Nukes used to have a sandwich that was called the Royal. And I don't know if y'all went to Nukes a lot, but man, I loved that sandwich. Would always get the Reuben. Well, then they took the Royal off, and man, it was kind of like the Reuben, but there was some other little pizzazz stuff on there, you know, to spice it up a little bit and stuff. But anyway, okay.
But
So
locally here, I'm sorry, this Reuben is hands
no,
down.
heads down.
It is.
Heads down.
It is.
No, it's
No, agreed.
And that's not just because I'm here, by the way.
no.
Yeah. No.
We're so grateful every day we leave here. I'll make sure to thank all of them. I know they probably go, God, he's such a nice guy. He's overdoing it. No, you don't understand. That Reuben is off the chain.
It really is. It really
Yeah.
is.
And for them to be our home sponsor, we usually get a sandwich out of it to help promote it. Okay, so you're teaching them. You're teaching the students how to. You had a lab. You said last week, and
Correct.
you're canning red cabbage basically and making it into sauerkraut. How do you make sauerkraut?
It's very simple, actually. So it's by weight volume of the cabbage versus salt, and that's it. But it has to be kosher salt because iodized salt will actually kill the fermentation process. And I'm sorry, this is where my education starts to show.
Come on.
And I was trying to tell you earlier that the color of the food that you eat actually matters. We call it eat the rainbow, and I think that gets lost. So I don't know if y'all have seen the new food pyramid.
Nope. I haven't seen the new one.
RFK Jr. did a new one. Not going to get into it. I don't care about politics.
Sure.
But so the purpose of the conversation is to eat the rainbow. So if you eat a varied, healthy diet, you're going to have a much better health. But your darker colors, so like your blues, your purples, they're going to help with brain health. So as we know, Alzheimer's is a huge problem in our society, which will only grow by the time that we will be, not you, we will be in nursing homes.
Right.
So it's very important to know how to combat, I didn't like that face, I'm sorry, how to combat it. So if we eat better, our brain health is better.
Right.
And I really love that. And that's one of the things that our students, I love the experience of teaching them because I grew up on a farm. And it's just the way we did life. We can things like I said, the chicken broth on the table is canned from home.
Yeah. All right.
I think I brought one of our bartenders homemade marinara sauce canned from home. So, I mean, it's just showing
Speaking
people.
of chicken broth, though,
Yep.
a lot of people, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong or elaborate on this if you will
Yes.
for a moment, if you want to. Eating chicken broth is really good because a lot of people don't realize why they have lack of collagen and things like that and all these different things that help. And I think that helps with digestive systems, doesn't it?
Okay, so broth is the wrong word, and that's my fault. So This is a bone broth.
Bone broth.
Correct. So that is where collagen comes from, because the breakdown of the bone and the connective
Right.
tissue gives us collagen, which helps with so many different aspects of
Don't
life.
women get that crap shot in their eyeballs now or whatever, their eyebrows
No,
and stuff?
that's Botox.
That's Botox.
That's not what.
That-
but I
that's
thought
pig
collagen
toxin.
helps that.
No.
Well, doesn't collagen help with your skin?
Yes.
Oh, but it doesn't help. Okay,
But you
okay.
have to ingest it.
See,
So the
correct.
body wants it from the source. It doesn't like supplementation.
Right.
And this is why I do things from scratch and try to teach everyone that this is what's important.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like a food chemist.
Yeah, it really is.
You have no idea.
So when you were talking about eating the rainbow and like
Yes.
blues and purples and
Not
stuff.
Skittles straight. Not
Oh, I know that.
He
I know
knows
that. I know
Stop
that.
it.
But you're talking about like as far as like with like blueberries, grapes, anything that has that kind of color to it.
Yes.
So it's really as simple as that.
It
Cherries.
is simple as that.
Yeah,
You
okay.
cut down on your processed
Yeah.
food consumption,
Yeah.
cut down on your sodium. So
Yeah.
if you don't eat processed foods, you're
Right.
cutting down on those things naturally.
Naturally, that's right.
Like I said, the body wants it from the source.
Yeah. So one of the things that I experimented with was not was bone broth, but it was beef bone broth.
Correct. And that's great too.
Yeah, and I know. Don't you have chicken bone broth over there?
Correct.
Okay.
And I
yeah.
feed them with chicken feet, so don't hate me.
Oh, I don't know. No hate at all. No hate
It
at
has
all.
more collagen content.
Yeah, true.
And
true.
it is like a scrap source and
Yeah.
very cheap.
So I went on this this kind of adventure with beef bone broth, and then also with the marrow and
Yes.
stuff like that. I went into
Yes.
the eating the marrow and stuff, and it was really great. A lot
Yes.
of good experience with that.
And do you know much about the liver consumption? And most of us don't like liver.
So I actually eat beef liver.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can you tell me why it's good for you?
I couldn't tell you right now. No.
Okay, so it's because of all the contents. Whenever you think about where the body stores vitamins, it's in the liver. So when
Right.
we consume the liver of other living things, that's why we're getting so much nutrients.
Right.
Especially if they're, like you say, they're kind of grass-fed type animals.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that is.
Yeah.
So I think, oh my God.
There's a
here we go.
huge difference, by the way.
There is, because I think corn is the devil, and I get in
Yeah.
trouble for this all the time.
That's true. I
Because
agree.
the omega-6, omega-3 exchange. Do you know it? Does anyone? You probably know.
I know a little bit about it. Yes.
Right. So we need omega-3s for our brain.
Right.
But omega-6s will cancel out the omega-3s.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. And where does omega-6 come from?
The corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And you are what you eats.
yeah, you are what you eat. That's right. And I will say that I have, and you can taste the difference, see the difference between grass fed and another supplemental feedings that the animals take.
Yeah.
It's really true. Like every time I get grass fed stuff, like my wife's grandmother, she subscribes to the Butcher Box, which is grass fed animals. And I'm telling you, dude, I've lost weight. I feel better, and it tastes and smells and looks way better.
Do you know about
than
Three Board Farms in Townsville?
I don't, but
You
I
should look
do
them up,
now.
please. Yes.
Yeah.
They are
Say that one more time.
Three Board Farm.
Three Board
in,
Farms.
In
Spe-
Townsville.
spell board. B-O-R-E-D? Or B-O...
No, like board, a
Like-
cutting board.
Like a cutting board, yeah. B-O. yeah.
Hey, you never know.
I can't spell either. I'm sorry. Hooked on Phonics did not work for Elizabeth, even though she has a master's.
Hey, but it's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff, and with some other things too, like as far as because my wife's doing like smoothies and stuff in the morning, like basically like a spinach.
I'm so sorry.
Right, but-
and if you catch the eye roll, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah,
So
I'm asking because I want to
here's-
know.
No, here's something that I just learned recently: is we all love bananas in our smoothie, right?
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Well, bananas will actually interfere with the nutrient absorption of other things. So the smoothies aren't a bad
Right?
thing.
Is it because of the sugars?
It's not because of the sugars. It's actually because of the fiber in something else. And I'm sorry, I don't have that
Yeah.
in because that's not in my notes.
Sure,
that are
sure.
very detailed in front of me. But there's just an absorption issue whenever it comes to, especially like we're talking about with the darker fruits.
Right.
So your blues, your purples, and your reds.
Yeah.
The banana interferes with it.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yes, and you can actually look that if you don't know how to. Google Scholar is a great place to look up actual scientific articles. In case
Google
anyone-
Scholar?
Google
Yeah.
Scholar, in case anyone didn't know that, or PubMed. They're both
Okay.
free.
Okay.
So,
sweet.
well, you're teaching this stuff, correct, at Louisiana Tech?
Yes.
Go Dogs. But then also you said you're a student as well.
Yes,
So what do you
yes.
what do you study?
Dietetics. So I'm trying to get my registered dietitian. So unfortunately, no offense to my lions because I love them. Funny joke between us. They didn't tell me that I couldn't really practice without my registered dietitian certification, and it's a much more stringent program than they offered But because I already have my master's, it's a little easier.
Right.
So I have more leeway. But when I tell you I didn't know what I didn't know, especially when it comes to biochemical and the pathways and anatomy and physiology.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very happy that Louisiana Tech has given me the platform that I have.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
And while we're talking
She's a
about
scholar.
Louisiana Tech, yes, she is. And I only started back in 2019. So I've been back in school for a very short time. The
Wow.
Army did not pay for that up until recently
Yeah.
because I got my husband to 100%. I am 80% disabled.
Right.
But anyway, going back to Louisiana Tech, if anyone can support the food pantry, it's really important because we don't understand the food security that happens with students. And it's not just students, it's also our international students that don't get a lot of attention or support at Tech.
Right. Right.
And I think that that's one thing that we should really focus on.
Yeah.
How do you, if somebody wanted to help just with that, do you know where they could go?
Yeah. How do they go about doing that?
So they can call the helpline at Louisiana Tech or, the A&S portion of the school, which
Okay.
is where dietetics is at.
Okay.
Okay. Now, something a little off script that
Yeah.
just popped in my brain, but I'd love to pick your brain about
Okay.
it. The vitamin B17 and like apricot seeds and stuff like that. They say that there's a tribe in Africa that eats apricot seeds, which contains the vitamin B17, which is like anti-cancerous. Is
Okay,
that any
so
truth to that?
Apricot seeds scare the crap out of me because of cyanide.
Cyanide, yes, that's
Yep.
right. That's
So
right.
I would have to do some more research before I answer that question.
Sure,
for
I
you.
didn't know if you had or not.
No. What I would really like to talk about, since you brought up the B supplements,
Yeah.
B12.
B12, yeah.
B12 is a huge issue for a large portion, especially men. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys know that B12 is important for testosterone production.
Yeah, isn't liver like a supplemental thing for that, or is it not?
B12, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And
It has
that,
all the
that
B
would be the
vitamins.
help with the functioning of a man, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
and that's very important for everyone.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's right. That's right, man.
Did you feel me put my hand on your leg? No. No, okay, so B12, which energy for a man, very good for men. Now,
Very good for everyone,
Yeah.
and folic acid included. And no
right.
one talks about folic acid. So we think folic acid is just for women during their period of growing humans. No,
sure,
it's
yeah.
important for cellular respiration.
Yeah.
And here we go with the food science, and I'm really sorry because
No, this is-
I'm actually
Yeah.
not sorry. I learned a lot, and
Yeah.
I had to learn these things on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm really I love helping other people understand how simple nutrition can be.
Yeah.
If you eat more leafy greens, and like we talked about liver,
Yeah,
but mostly fruits and vegetables, a lot of the population doesn't eat enough of.
I agree. I definitely.
I don't need.
I have never even heard of B17, so I would love to look into that.
look into it.
I
more.
will.
Yeah,
Trey's kind of a rabbit hole kind of a guy.
Oh no, we both
He loves
are.
it.
Yeah, we
He
both
loves it.
are.
I mean, I
yeah.
don't mean that to be.
No. We both. Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
know.
no, we had a conversation before
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry, but
Well-
there's something else I would like to talk about
Yeah.
on the veteran side.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Go ahead.
Being a female veteran is a very unique perspective. So veterans as a whole don't get a lot of support from the VA, but women are especially excluded,
Okay.
which is
okay.
not fun.
Yeah, right,
And
right.
I would encourage any woman that thinks that they ever had an issue with, it's called MST, military sexual trauma.
Right,
Hate
right,
to bring
right.
it up, but look into it because it is a
Oh, it's a big thing. I'm not meaning to cut you off, but I want to emphasize that because I do have male veterans that talk about that side of it too. There are a lot of men who have served, and like I've got a friend who has a Purple Heart and he's been discharged and stuff. But we hang out and he talks about this. He actually mentioned it just maybe about 6 months ago. He was talking about that specific thing. But continue.
But no, I hate that. I'm glad you brought that perspective up as well. So I was doing my thesis on it, and
Okay.
I only wanted to focus on women.
Yeah.
But what happened is I learned that men go through it in a very different perspective, and
right.
it changed my life forever.
Yeah.
It makes me want to help people even more.
Right.
So I think Race and I, my husband, have helped, I think, 7 different veterans get their rating.
Great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Great. Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
That is my leeway into the next one.
Go
is,
ahead.
Project for Hope.
Yes.
So Project for Hope is a community of homeless veterans. Miss Sandra is amazing. Her phone number is 318-737-5655. 5836, and they are doing their 4th annual bass tournament at Lake Darbone.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
Okay. My stomping grounds. Yeah.
Yes, me too. We live in Downsville, so
Okay,
Lake
you're right
Darbone is right there.
Yeah.
But if we can give them any like help, volunteering, or even participating, they also have sponsorship levels. You can find them online.
Wow.
And I would love for everyone to look up both the food pantry and Project for Hope.
Yeah, Project for Hope.
with
Yeah.
And that
Miss
is
Sandra.
Project number 4, Hope.
Right. Well, that's great. The 4th
Yes.
annual bass tournament.
This
That's
was a
amazing.
great conversation, guys, and I really,
Yeah.
really appreciate
No,
it.
we're glad
Oh, yeah.
you're here. So
Yeah.
let's go back to the military experience.
Okay.
So you started serving in 1995,
Yes.
and you went till when? Oh,
2003.
and that was
Oh, it's a very broken story, though.
well. I mean, you don't have to. Well, but we just want to let everybody know we got a veteran sitting with us, and we don't really. Oh, there's female veterans all over, but we're talking about just different things. A lot of men usually kind of get the glorification of it, but anybody who serves in the military should be thanked, or not just thanked, but have some kind of sort of respect for, as long as they're good people, like Miss Elizabeth.
Let me
we
just
we
say
can all
that-
be turds,
No, but most. So the only place that I know of that has like veteran parking is Lowe's. I think
Yeah.
that maybe some
I
more
know.
people should start thinking about that because it's kind of nice.
You know, it is nice. And then, some of my military friends, they the Texas roadhouses and other locations have veterans parking
They do, and they're especially Purple Heart ones too.
and Purple Hearts and everything.
They
but-
deserve all the respect in the world.
Absolutely. And this one, Rustin doesn't. But if y'all need to get one.
They really do. And I would like to go back to my service as well.
Operation
Thank you for-
Enduring Freedom, correct?
Yes, correct. So
Yep.
I was up at, my husband was OIF and OEF. So Operation Iraqi Freedom and then Enduring Freedom. And that is actually how we met. It took me 30 years to figure out I didn't hate him.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we just got married on Veterans Day, actually.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were in the military, were you stationed anywhere off, or what'd you do? Were you mainly on homeland? Where were you,
Okay,
what'd you
so I was on Homeland, but I was in Monroe, Ruston, Jonesboro, Baton Rouge. I went to Honduras after Hurricane Mitch, which was very eye-opening because you think that you have it really hard in life, and then you see people
Right.
that lost their mud hut and realize that your bills don't really matter.
do? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Way different perspective. And you said it right. You lost a mud hut. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They were begging for our food scraps, and we were told we couldn't give them, and it's heartbreaking.
It is.
heartbreaking.
No, it is. It
to
is.
see
And I'm
people
sure
suffer
there's
like
a
that.
reason why. I don't think that they're just trying to be mean to them.
They're not trying to be
No.
mean. It was to try to control chaos.
Yes, you're right. Keep anything
Yeah.
under control.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. That's
Be a
right.
mad dash on truck number 4. Get that one.
Right.
Right.
So, but,
That redhead right there. Go get her.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's like,
it was
"No, come
security.
on, come
Security reasons. Yeah.
Well, come on.
And she would be. Here, take mine, sweetheart.
I know.
Let's go back to this real quick.
Yes.
When you were chefing. in New
Okay,
Orleans.
yes.
What restaurant? Were you at a restaurant? Or
Oh,
what?
several.
Tell
So
us on
I
the restaurant.
had the absolute pleasure of working at Commander's Palace, which I think everyone should go to at least once, under Chef Torrey McPhail. He is in, I believe, Montana now. I worked for Chef Paul Prudhomme, who was probably my favorite boss on the planet.
Yeah.
I worked for Susan Spicer. She and I didn't get along great because she reminds me of my mother, but she was a great teacher. I actually have a scar on my hand from scallops.
Oh.
It's a very funny story, but she was a great teacher. And at the end of my career, I ran a country club. And what I love about this state is the fact that our food is so ingrained in our culture.
Yep.
And one of my favorite things to say is for the rest of my life, someone will remember their day because my food was that good. So I am
Right.
ingrained in the culture of their life.
Yeah, that's an amazing way to put it.
When we hit the road, she's going to be our on the road chef.
Hey,
Please.
take me. I'll go.
Yeah.
And your nutritionist.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, look, we on the tour bus. I'm like, yeah, let's go see your girl. She's got food prep for us and everything.
Instead of having a back bedroom, there's like a mini kitchen.
Well, look,
It's like,
I will say that like it's very important too because like I know we've experienced just like time on the road. A lot of time it's late night Waffle House or
whatever you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
Gas station hot dogs,
or Dino's
Yes.
Burgers.
Dino's Burgers.
Or something, you know what I'm talking about? It's just that's what you got, and so you do see a lot of musicians like gain weight, and it's their caloric intake. You know what I'm saying? They're getting a lot, and late nights, and it's really bad to
And
eat like
not
that.
enough activity, to be
That's right.
honest. Let's
That's
talk
right.
about that
That's right.
portion
Activity.
of the life on the road. Is you guys,
Right.
you're up all night. You
Yeah.
want to sleep, and
That's right.
so
Sleep all day.
sedentary-
yeah.
Your metabolic
sedentary-
rate slows down.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
But the
Yeah.
sedentary behavior, especially as we age with hormones, as we talked about before,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
it affects everything.
yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's talk about music. Let's segue into some of your. Tell us your musical journey of listening.
Okay.
And
You're gonna make me cry at this point.
Oh, no.
So I was raised by my grandparents. So my grandfather was a cotton sharecropper's son.
Okay.
Which in this area, he was from Grayson, Louisiana, which is in the area.
Yeah.
He was so into bluegrass. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Columbia still has the Bluegrass Festival, but it was a huge portion of my life.
Wow.
So I don't even think I've told you this. I actually used to sing. Like, it was one of my favorite things in life, but I sang at his funeral. And
All
that's
right.
the last time I ever
That's-
sang a note.
Wow.
Go Rest High on That Mountain by Vince Gill.
Oh, Vince Gill. Mm-hmm. That's a
And
great song.
Patty Loveless, and it wasn't Ricky Skaggs. Who was it? There was somebody else. There were three,
Ricky Skaggs is a mandolin player, correct?
but I think he also sings.
No,
But
he
he's on.
does.
He's on my list.
Go back to your notes.
Hush, you hush. So, like I said, Patty Loveless, Vince Gill. But getting into, so I grew up in the 90s. I'm 48 years old, graduated in 1996. So my go-to is, of course, that hard grunge, but also
That's right.
some interesting stuff. So like the Counting Crows, Bush, they're ish on that border. But my view of music is eclectic, and I am an artist myself, not
Right.
musically, but I think food is a medium of
Oh
art.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
So our brains are wired
You're
different.
creating things. You're creating with food and chefing
Yeah.
and all that. I always like to use the word chefing. I think it's
Because it's so fun, and
Yeah.
not many people can actually use that term.
That's right.
right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, and, okay, let me ask you this. Winding down on time, we're here at the
Yep.
Honky Talk Podcast, episode 30.
8.
I was about to say it was
38.
38. Y'all
At
told
the-
me that 8 times.
we say it so we can remember for the next time.
Okay.
Baby, you may be 48, but you keep eating your beets and all the other stuff you eat because you
I
look
can't
38.
eat beets. I'm allergic.
Oh, God.
Isn't that funny?
I'm allergic to rosemary.
I hate rosemary with a purple passion.
Well, good.
Purple.
A purple passion.
Purple, because beets are what?
Purple.
Yep.
Hey, you know what?
But
We
here's
got to put that in a
hold on,
song.
Look up. Here's what's really funny.
Show and leg on the show? What?
Oh
this
no!
is getting new.
I have a,
Oh, she's got
I have a
purple shoes.
giant beet tattoo on my leg.
So that'll
So it's a reminder.
No, it's from a book called
Oh.
Jitterbug Perfume.
Yeah. Wow.
Great book.
Yeah.
It's about love, life, and immortality.
Sweet. That makes a
And
great story.
That sounds like my life, except I'm not immortal.
That's right. That's right.
Tom Robbins, in case anybody wants to know.
Tom Robbins. Well, hey, Honky Talk Podcast. You're at the Sundown Tavern. Elizabeth, I'm sure you can answer this. You can finish this phrase. We're at the Sundown Tavern where we're saving Russ in one.
Sandwich at a time.
That's
Sandwich
right.
the Reuben.
God,
Bring me
the
the
Reuben.
Bring me my Reuben right now.
That's right.
We're going to get you one, baby. We'll get you one. Hey, well, it's been a pleasure. We get
Yeah.
to see you
It
all
was
the
my
time.
pleasure.
Look, we have characters like this. I call it a character in a good way at the Sundown. We have them right now sitting here. They're great people that come up to the Sundown on all ages, all across the board, no matter what,
Yep.
where they're from or what they do for a living and all that.
Yeah.
We have a Louisiana Tech Bulldog, a teacher and a student at the same time, going to get her dietitian
Registered dietitian
certification.
Correct.
And if you want to know anything about food, how can they reach you? Don't you have
Oh
a
my gosh, yes.
at Pat Nutrition?
Can I say all the things?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
please
right,
do
so
it.
you
Say
can
it-
find me
say
on
it all.
Facebook at B Elizabeth Powell. We don't talk about the B, and then on
beautiful.
That's not usually what I say.
I'm gonna do my mic.
And then on Instagram and TikTok, it's at BET Nutrition.
There you go.
BET.
Yep, like
That's
Black Entertainment Television. You can't
That's
forget
right.
it.
That's right.
Well, we thank you for coming on.
It was my pleasure. Thank
bless you.
And bless y'all.
Yep.
You have a great day.
So look, we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hug somebody.
That's
Bye.
right. Love somebody.
Oh, I wanna love somebody.